Okay, I'm finna try this one more time. I'm gonna get straight into what I was talking about, even before Doug probably didn't record.
You did it again and making you upset even more.
Like, this is the second time that happened. Now, the stupid thing is, they was like, okay, but we sent the first time this happened, which was December 13th, earlier this month. They was like, well, we sent out a paper check, but you was sent out a card, and then it says it never was activated. So I called back. I told them I didn't get the card, which I didn't. So, like I said, if I would have had it and would have known what it was for, if I would have received it, I would have activated, called it, got it activated, and then I wouldn't have to go through all this. Now, these people, they don't tell you or call you, then they supposed to be your employer, they supposed to be your supervisor, which your supervisor one that always get an attitude. Every supervisor I done had that they didn't changed since I've been working this job, then always had an attitude for every little thing. But it don't make no sense. If it's a problem, you take that up with your immediate supervisor. Now, I try to take that up with my supervisor. She gets attitude. The only reason why I can say she get an attitude because she already got her paycheck. Her paycheck waiting on her to spend it. So they don't care about their employees because they don't treat us with respect anyway. So now, fast forward. I know I'm leaving some stuff out, but I'm trying to hurry up and record this so it won't cut off again. But I got the card, sent that call for the card, got the card, got it activated and everything. And I just checked it earlier. Called it several times since last night. Nothing. So they can't say, well, you need to get the card and get it activated. Well, nigga, I got the damn card. And it's activated. What the hell you want me to do?
Did you call them?
It's Sunday. They say call Monday through Friday. Our business hours is Monday through Friday. Girlings ain't gonna do nothing but call to tell me to call HR. And I called HR. When you call your supervisor, they tell you to call this number. Then you call that number, they tell you to call that number. Then you call that number, they tell you to call another number. They put you on hold for so many numbers. Why they tell you to do all that? But how the hell they expect for somebody to continue working this job under all this stress? They put you through all this unnecessary shit. Now they don't care, or either they don't know. People got bills to be paid. People got food they need to get. People got things they need to do. People got light bill, water bill, gas bill, rent, mortgage, house note. They gotta pay half of their bills to the roommate. If they got a roommate, people like me, I got student loan I need to pay on. I got a phone bill I need to pay. I got stuff I need to do. I need to get food. So not everybody has this job. Not everybody that has this job or does this job have government benefits also. So you can go months without getting paid. You still gonna be able to eat. I don't have that. I depend on my paycheck, which basically I depend on this job to pay me in the hopes I think, okay, well, they're going to pay me on time for me to be able to eat and pay my bills. So they're going to max again. So if they don't pay me, I don't eat. I can't pay my bills. I don't eat. I can't pay my bills. I can't do nothing because these people, the job, don't want to pay me. And I don't care if it's $100 or $1,000. If somebody works and putting in all their hours, even whether they breaking their back or sitting down at the computer all day, if you go in, anytime you work at any job and you clock in and you clock out, you go there, you clock in, you leave, you clock out for a break or whatever, however your job got to set up. If you putting in these hours, you deserve to get paid for what you putting in. You deserve to get paid for what you're doing. Nobody wants to go to work, clock in, clock out every day on a daily basis with no breaks. I don't get no vacations. I don't get no time off. The time I do get to myself after I clock out, it's like still working, but you don't get paid for it. Nobody wants to work no job. You doing all that and your job description, and you don't get paid for it. Who the hell goes to work now? They're in the working department, in the field of working, any kind of job, whatever job y'all out there work. Who wants to go to work and then you put in all these hours and you don't get paid for it? I don't know if it's a situation you could take somebody to court for that. You're going to need all your documents. Then that open up a whole nother can of worms. These people are really slick. They trying people. They full of, I'm sorry to say it, but they full of themselves. They full of crap. They full of shit. I just got to put it out there. Ain't no way to sugarcoat it, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Ain't no way to make that sound sweeter or easier on the ears or make it cleanse your palate easier. They just full of shit. Then, too, they have nasty attitudes. They disrespectful. They rude. They go about handling things the completely unprofessional way. Like, I'm still stuck on the part that why do you have to call them to find out information about your position, your paycheck, this, that, and the third? Or if you change supervisors, they don't call you and let you know. You gotta call them to find out, oh, this supervisor ain't been working here in 3 years? That didn't happen to me before. This supervisor ain't worked there in 3 years. So the whole time they've been asking me who your supervisor. All I last knew at that time was Jay. Come to find out 3 years later, Jay ain't even working there no more. And I have a whole new supervisor. Why the hell you didn't call me and tell me? And then sometimes when they tell you, they just had this happen too. When you get a new supervisor, you call in, they'll give you the wrong supervisor. Then that person have to go to your supervisor, give you your supervisor number. They'll tell you the wrong person is your supervisor, or somebody completely different is your supervisor. Then you have to find, something happens, you have to find out that whole time the person you've been talking to ain't your supervisor. It's somebody else with a nasty attitude. Them people up there so ridiculous. It makes no damn sense. Why would you get an attitude with your employee when it's, y'all think we are beneath y'all? If anything, y'all somebody's employee too. Don't you think? How would y'all feel if y'all, the person that employed y'all, treated y'all like that? Y'all kiss the client's ass, but we the one, if it wasn't for us, the client that y'all have, y'all wouldn't have no fucking business, to put it like that. To be honest, y'all wouldn't. We out here being the face of the business out in public. We can get y'all more people. Because somebody be like, oh, well, where you work? When you tell them the business, that's putting the business out there. Then you never know. The person you talking to might wanna, I don't know who this is texting me, but the person that you talking to might want to go apply with that job. They might look it up and want to apply. I'm telling people here and now, and anybody that I see and meet in person, don't apply with them. Because most about everybody that I done talked to about this job that knows about it, or then had worked in the field, or had somebody they know work in this field, or work at this job for these people, they know how these people really is. And then another thing, they say, well, do you have direct deposit? Like, do you have your money going to a bank of your choice? If I did, who's to say y'all still ain't gonna send a paycheck? Like I said, I got the card, the prepaid card that y'all want to send direct deposit to. Y'all's own bank card. Ain't nothing happened. Like the first time. There's a glitch in the bank. They come with every excuse in the fucking book. Won't they just do this? Won't they just start paying everybody in paper checks? That won't cause no confusion. I mean, it might cause some confusion in other departments or whatever with other people, but that way it won't cause no confusion as to dealing with the card or whatnot. Oh, well, you got to activate your card. You got to do this. You got to call for another card. You got to do this. You got to do that. Why? Why does it have to do all that? Why does all that have to happen? Like, it makes no damn sense. But when you work this kind of job, work for these people. I'm not saying any other job, because I've worked for another company that does the same thing basically. They always paid on time. And if it landed on the holiday, you either they'll let you know, they call you and let you know, okay, you're going to get paid the day before because it lands on the weekend or it lands on a holiday, or you're going to get paid after. We just calling you to let you know. See, and then their HR was in the same building. Their payroll was in the same building. You didn't have to call a whole nother state just to talk to somebody from HR. I mean, it don't make no sense. Why I gotta call HR in Kansas and payroll in Kansas when I work in Texas? The company's in Texas. My supervisor's in Texas. The building that I work for and the company I work for is in Texas. That don't make no sense. I don't work in Kansas. I don't live in Kansas. My supervisor ain't in Kansas. Nobody I know is in Kansas. So if you have, that means to tell me, they got me thinking, okay, if you have any problem with your check, you got to go to Kansas. And you need to physically go in the building, you got to go to Kansas. Who the hell gonna do all that? And then they'll say, okay, well, if you don't get the check, if they send one out, or they have to, you got to wait, and it don't come. You got to wait 5 business days after the date. You got to wait 5 days after that to call them back and tell them you didn't get the check. And then when that day you call them, it's going to be 5 days, who knows, probably 5 to 10 days after that before you get another check. So from the payday you're supposed to get the check, wait 5 days, call them, and tell them on the 5th day, maybe the 10th day at the most, that tell them that you didn't get the check on the payday that it was supposed to come. And then it's going to take them from that day another 5 to 10 business days before they send you out another check, because they got to take 5 to 10 days to cancel the first check that they supposedly sent out. What kind of sense do that shit make? Why you got to go through all that when you just get into that's the reason why y'all ask the employees or the people, new hires, for their phone number, their address, their email. You can mail something out, you can call them, you can text them, all this, but they don't use your number for that. They just use it to keep it on file, just in case you do something they don't like, or something that's not in your job description, or you don't show up to work that day. Oh, but they quick to say, oh, if the client goes to the hospital, you don't get paid, or because you can't do your work, or if you go to the hospital or in an accident, for God knows, for whatever reason, me knock on wood, hopefully none of that happened. If anything happened to you, you don't get paid. They quick to withhold your whole paycheck, the whole paycheck. But when you doing everything you supposed to do, the way you supposed to do it, how you supposed to do it, what time you supposed to do it, they want to withhold your paycheck in many different forms. They want to wait to pay you 5 to 10 business days, 3 to 10 business days, 2 to 10 days after the payday already started. And you call them, they give you the whole complete runaround. All for something that they could have just been doing. You've been doing this all fine all these years that I've been working for y'all. I might have 1 or 2 problems, but it was fixed just like that. Now all of a sudden, now it's a problem at the end of the year. Just go and send the people their fucking paycheck. If not, if something gonna happen, call them and let them know what's really going on. So we won't have to call y'all, then call the supervisor, then get could you hold please, and then get switched over to another phone call sent to another company, and then could you hold please, sent to another company. There's 3. Sent to another company, 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 sent to another company. That's 10 people you got to talk to, and all about one thing. By the time you get to that 10th call, you been forgot who the hell you talking to, or what you got to say, or what the whole damn conversation originally started out about. All that to tell you that you gotta wait 20 days basically once it's all added up. That don't make no damn sense. But yeah, I'm gonna end this right here before I can trail. I'm getting even more pissed off. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye y'all. Thank y'all for letting me vent. Bye y'all.